one of the best OG players probably ever, and he's still playing at the highest level. I think he's super underrated, honestly, even though he's still like playing for Alliance and going to TI.
Is he like universe at this point, where the meme is that he's underrated, even though he's like everyone starts to rate him pretty highly?
That's probably true.
I was saying this yesterday. What I think I like about Limp a lot is I already think he's at a really high level, of execution and general playstyle, but I still see him improving on some of his weaknesses. Like as you see him play tournaments, I've become a very big fan of Limp as time goes going on. He used to be just known as, oh, I'm the king of lanes, the lane dominator by excellence, and now I feel like his diversity has kind of exploded. So I'm a big fan. I also agree with you there, but I'm also maybe an equally, if not bigger, fan of ADR, who I think is, I mean, it's actually the battle of the old mids here. ADR versus Limp, probably the two oldest mid laners we can see in Pro Dota right now.
I hope they have their wheelchair set up, because this is going to be wild.
They are both, by the way, guys, just, I think, 29. I think they're both 29.
I think so. For the R is 29 for sure. Limp.
For the ADR is definitely 29. I don't know if Limp is maybe a bit younger.
Let me Google here for you.
Yeah, Google. Thank you. Stable. No. Okay, we do have the...
He's 26. All right, he's none. I actually thought he's probably playing from a super early age then, because I do remember Limp. Yeah. Okay.
All right. 26 not that old. ADR has got him beat. He only has a walking stick. ADR is already full on wheelchair. No, but to be honest, these guys are very, very young. But in the Dota scene, for some reason, if you are not like 15, you're already
Like, isn't Whisper like mocked for being?
No, Stinger is mocked, and he's 24.
Yeah, like what the hell, guys?
Yeah, Beast Coast is a very young team, and so they will laugh at Stinger and they'll call him Old Papa Stinger, and they're like, mate, Stinger's 24. I'm 24. Bowie is.
Dude, don't say my age. All right, don't say it. The world doesn't have to know.
All right, look at it. The shame of his own age. That's what Dota does to you guys. Don't be ageist. Everyone can play Dota.
All right, so in terms of lanes here, as for actually having a really good time, the Crypt Equilibrium is looking good. It will push now, but because the camps are blocked, I don't think there's going to be any possibilities for SG to keep it close to their tower.
Costabile in the bottom lane is being a bit harassed. Okay, there's the Heavenly Grace. We're fine. So what do you think of the lanes? Let's look at the lanes here. We talked about the draft a bit. We didn't really discuss the lanes too much. Let's start with that.
So I think top is kind of a farm fast. I don't think, like, you have the aggressiveness on the Phoenix and the Gyro, but the complementary heroes on both sides are kind of, they don't really do that much. We might see a body block kill with Tavo, but overall I don't expect to see anything happen here. Mid is also like, you just have Puck avoiding the Razor with the Orb. I don't think much is going to come out. And bottom, we might see a kill with the Fissure block, but we also could see Henskin just rotating. And because the lane is weak on both KJ and Costabile, I think S4 can solo this lane provided he gets an early boots, which might be fine.
Unless S4 dies here with a Purification, one more hit, and there we go. SG get the kill on S4. This is definitely not what they were expecting or what should be happening. And this is kind of the still issue that you have of running an Airshaker for, which is that he doesn't do much to help you in the lane.
Especially if you play aggressive and you don't have the Fissure to save your friend once they go on you.
He did have it, though.
Oh, he had it? Okay. Because I did see him using, but maybe he just came back.
Yeah, he just he came back towards the end of that engagement, though, so he probably thought, oh, S4's already dead anyway. Like, I can't use my Fissure in time. Because he has a long cast point, so it's not like, oh, I just got it, let's go, right? It's not like that.
And his man is pretty trash, so you gotta be careful with how you use it. Alright. I am happy, though, that we're seeing a lot of Shaker. It is a super fun hero to watch, and I was missing him.
Me too. I'm glad he's back for the TI patch. But you know who I really missed? Razor. I'm glad he's back.
You're one of those people?
I actually love watching Razor. You know, the hero I'm actually most excited about this patch is Lycan coming back. I'm that kind of person.
Oh my god. Are you a Lycan player or just a Lycan aficionado? Like, just an enjoyer of Lycan?
I'm more an aficionado than a player. I am a lone player, though. That's what I am.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah.
I respect
Towel.
you so much, but then like you come to me and you say you like DK, and
Telecor?
you play
Telecor? Oh, Telecor is about to die. You have one more hit,
heartbeat.
FNG. Get him. Telecor dies to FNG. Well done. And Nico Baby has homing missile in a second. That was to be careful. There's the Mongo, but it's not going to be enough. Yeah, look, you like what I like, okay? So what if my favorite heroes are Razor, Venomancer, and Lone Druid? Is that big a deal? I don't think so.
I don't know. I just hate Lone Druid. You know, people hate techies. I hate Lone Druid. I'll be
get that.
totally honest.
If you,
But
if you play
anyways.
against me, you'll also hate Lone Druid. I think that's fair.
Anyways, what I'm a little scared of though is like I thought Gyrocopter was heavily buffed, but then I was looking at the stats, and at least from a carry perspective, his win rate is doing pretty bad in high pubs. So I really want to see how Nico Baby plays it. When I look at the changes, I was like, yeah, sure, they nerfed the cast range, attack range on Fly Cannon a bit, but overall, it feels like you can still like scale so much better with the level 25 having better cooldown. That's like pretty much what made Gyrocopter broken when Havost used to buy Rapier on him.
Like very early skip boots. Yeah.
But it is a level 25 talent, so maybe that's why the win rate suffered. It does take a decent amount of time to get there.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know. I think Gyrocopter has definitely taken the place of Luna this meta, though. But I just think he's not as strong as Luna used to be last meta.
Yes,
and not as
I would
strong as
agree.
Terrorblade or as Dusa.
We'll see. We'll see.
Also,
how,
Slark. I think Slark coming back into the meta makes Gyrocopter much weaker. I should have thought of that, to be honest, when I was praising Gyro.
Yeah, I think Slark is probably the strongest hero in this patch. And he's also a Medusa counter. He's a Sven counter. That's why SG banned it. It is definitely an amazing pick right now.
And a Gyro counter as well. Like he's just very strong against the current meta. He's one of the few carries that has really good core-to-core matchups against the hardest carries.
And all of his items got buffed. Like you have you have Falcon Blade being buffed. You have Echo Saber buffed the last patch.
Silver Edge is better
even
now.
Silver Edge is better. True. You can disassemble Echo Saber to make the Jesus Christ. That item's not relevant for me to remember the name yet.
What?
The one that takes spell and from Mage Slayer. Yeah, so you can
Mage
disassemble Echo Saber into Mage Slayer. Much more versatile for Slark
Bottom?
if you do feel like you
S4?
have to go.
Once again? Oh, the Fissure this time did save him in time, but he might just die to the spirits regardless. Avoids the
dead.
last spirit, but didn't matter. Tio de Cor just wanted to give him a bit of hope there. And he ends up burning up. And this bottom lane, I mean, SG's just doing the right job, though. They know that Veno's weak if he doesn't win the lane. They know Veno has an easy lane, so they just trialing. And they go and kill him a couple of times. Well done.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I think the first death was definitely avoidable. This second one with the rotation from the Phoenix, much harder to do anything about. But that's great. Like, considering the lane that SG has, I think they're super happy of just getting 2 free kills. The problem is that Omni got, the Phoenix and the Omni got the kills, but Costabil's still farming pretty well, regardless.
Oh, Fissure, maybe you can kill King Jungles with this? Like, if only had a Quelling Blade. But it's okay, because he's tanky enough, apparently. No way. With Purification?
My God.
He's turned this around? King Jungles? Okay, not that strong. I
Who
got very
needs a
excited.
Baron when you can be an Omni Knight?
Honestly, this is so much better. This little interaction has convinced me to never pick a Baron again. Omnight 5 all the way.
Oh, the great play from S4 there, actually canceling the salve from KJ. Predicted, even with no vision, actually got it.
You just jinxed him. You just jinxed him, the Fissure.
I did.
Costabile has the war cry. We have a Purification ready, and one last hit. That's going to be enough. Bye-bye, S4. God, that was so much damage.
Oh, yeah. I think every time I praise Venomancer, this is what happens. Like, his laning stage can be so bad sometimes. And,
So volatile.
It is really volatile.
I think the king of this, the player I always like watching with Veno, and also when he struggles, I know it's difficult to play the hero, even though it doesn't seem like it, which is Lelis, right? Have you ever seen Lelis have a bad lane on Veno? It is a pity party, and he's really good on Veno.
Yeah, I think even really good players can struggle, but as for, I think, having a Shaker support definitely doesn't help his case here, because, such a long cooldown on Fissure, That's pretty much what you are until you get Blink Dagger.
Oh.
Okay, just ults for the damage on close to Bill.
That's the please, please, please. I want to do something useful.
I'm helping team. I dealt damage.
As a Veno, it's just tough because you rely on the winning the lane. If you don't win the lane, then you just struggle overall. S4 finds utility sometimes. He's prone to becoming a support sometimes and just like sacrificing himself for the team. You know, fighting farm very little and just getting really big utility items. But that's kind of what you're relegated to. You don't really have an off-laner now.
But even with the deaths, I'm actually very surprised with what they are able to achieve here. He just ults, Sven is forced out of the lane, and they're forcing this tower even though the Venomancer died twice. So, yeah, sure, he died, he fed a little bit of gold, but the problem is no one can actually farm in this lane. Like, KJ is sapping a little bit of experience, he might get 1 or 2 creeps, but it's still, like, you can see the impact of the hero, just denying this lane
ADR?
from SG.
Okay, Dream Coil. Find the Gyrocopter, Lazarus back, but ADR might just die here. And they're going to come in with Dabo instead. Actually,
Nice
great fissure, forced out to go around. They allow the TP to happen. And Alliance will lose no heroes. Well played by Alliance there. That was the first bout of initiation they had with Helm of the Dominator, Shapeshift on Lycan. Everything was ready, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, he didn't have a center, ended up getting a satyr. Not as impactful in those situations. Really good for Alliance. Well, how's the Blink Dagger going here? So he has Arcanes, and now going towards that item. Let's see if the smoke's gonna connect. I guess this could be a kill, but it's still only an Omni Knight, and they will take a decent amount of time to take this tower. Well, I don't think SG cares if KJ dies here.
No, look at
nice
that.
use of the
Story.
Tumblr
Good
Story.
use.
Yeah.
I actually think this item is quite bad, but good use of it. King General should die here.
Yep.
Razor has no mobility. Watch this 12% movement speed. Go, Bowie.
Beautiful.
And make it.
All right, yeah, this should be a
too.
tower. Really good.
But Lycan's doing the same without the help of anyone, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, they're going metal too.
Yeah, but S4 wants to defend this. You do have a Veno, so your defense is pretty good. Set up 2 Plague Wards, that's enough. As bottom. Okay, actually, they rotate Teolicor. And Teolicor might be defending this somewhat. He's still the Supernova. ADR's here as well. He wants to kill his mid lane counterpart. Has no Witchblade just yet. Sunray's not going to reach. That's a very cute attempt by Teolicor. And at least the Limp will be able to get away. Hanskin, Dream Coil to cancel that TP. They just wanted 1 kill. Echo summons and kill the Puck. The Fissure doesn't hit. And Hanskin will fall to ADR.
Wow, I'm so surprised with how SG managed to defend this tower. They actually showed this Ven middle. They drag a lot of heroes there, and because the push from Alliance is so slow, they were able to mitigate this. This was really nicely done by SG. I'm impressed.
Yeah, honestly. Like, I'm impressed as well that they went... I'm always impressed when teams play against what is supposed to be the norm, right? Like, you just let the tier 1 drop. You put your position 5, you don't defend it. That's what the norm is. In this game, they acknowledged that they had the strength, and they were like, no, we can actually defend this. I like when they do that. I think that's very impressive.
Yeah, they were ahead enough in the game where like you benefit a lot from defending this. If you're behind, you can just like throw the game by being even more behind after you die. But really, really good how they spread their heroes around the map.
So what do you think, by the way, of FNG going for the mech still, despite the Divine Favor healing component being gone? Do you still think this is the right build on Chen? As a 5?
I think considering their plan is just team fight and group around these towers with the Venomancer, it makes sense. I don't think he can have much more impact with something else. Like the Ags is good, but as a 5, we're gonna take way too long to farm it. So Max is just like super cheap right now.
So you don't think he should have gone for, if you're 5, you don't think the Helm of the Overlord is an option for him?
Yeah, I don't think. I think it's too greedy.
Okay.
He might go. He might go for it now once the mech is up. Maybe just Vlad's or just Helm of the Dominator first and see what happens.
We'll see. I mean, I do like the Vlad's on Chen in general. It's pretty good. But I can see the point of the mech. It's a bit weaker though this build obviously than last Chen, but you are stronger overall as a hero.
Yeah, and you do get a lot of armor right now that Divine Favor applies armor. You're like already have against the Sven. You already have 7 armor. You will go up to 9 once you get max Divine Favor.
And you actually have a relative, like you have a bunch of agility heroes, but these are, except for Jara, these are the weakest agility. Like they're not very agility. There's Razor and I mean, actually, Veno gets 3 agility per level is not bad, but Razor is one of 2 agility carries that actually gets more strength and agility per level. Him and Arc Warden, and Arc Warden's bad. So
yeah, but Arc Warden has like insane strength gain, so it's probably even as an Agi hero, that's probably even better for him. But Razor definitely.
FNG tanking the gank, that's perfectly fine, and FNG will die. So SG, good move. You have to attack the triangle now, make sure Jericho is not strong, but only getting a 5 is not enough. That's why they're going mid and trying to find the Venomancer. God strength activated by Costabile. The Dream Coil breaks, snaps, S4. Illusory forward, Supernova S4 is going to get cooked unless they actually don't jaunt to the orb. They deal with the tower instead. The Wolves are dealing with S4. Are they going to have enough damage? Shunray as well. S4 crawling himself to safety, but unfortunately he's not going to find it. And Telecor deals well with the creeps thanks to those Fire Spirits.
But they're roshing. They already have Helm of the Overlord. This is insane, Avo. This is so fast from SG.
Yep, honestly. And you don't even have a good Roche light up theoretically, right? I mean, I guess Lycan. Is good enough.
Yeah, that's how is very powerful. No blink on Shaker. Can they take this?
Limp. A bit crazy. There's the H's. Taken already by Costabile. You're right, no blink, but Henskin's just walking. They know what's happening. He wants the Echo Slam, but they don't really have a chance to use it.
All right. It's been a while since I've seen SG play such a high tempo. This is looking really good. So until Alliance gets this blink on Shaker, I don't feel like they can really match the tempo that SG has. I think they need like 2 minutes on Henskin, and then they will be ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's vital. I think this is one of the games where Alliance needs to consider, like, S4 is no longer a farm priority, and he plays like a 4 once he gets Vessel or something, and then you just let Hanskin farm instead.
Yeah, I think that... Yeah, go on, sorry.
I was gonna say, because, like, what are you going to do with the Benno now? Honestly.
Yeah, he's trying to finish this Crimson Guard, which is very good against SG's draft. But you have this Hanskin hero just wanting to sap... even Chan actually farms so much. So I think they have way too many mouths to feed.
It's like S4 stands for support 4, right? I know I'm an offlaner. Not today. Got the Helm of the Overload now on Lycan, so he has the Dragon. Probably the best early creep you can get, because the Armor Aura is actually kind of useful as well.
Yeah, so much damage from the Fireball.
Yep. And the extra splash damage works well with the Overlord buffs now. Plus 80 damage.
Yeah, just a 250 damage creep hanging around.
Is it
2,000 HP? Seems balanced, yeah. Look at him. Oh, when he's close to Lycan, I think.
Oh, okay, because of the... No, because now it's global, though. Viral Impulse is global.
Yeah, no, look at him. He has more now. Oh, he's the Helm of the Overlord aura.
It's because of the
Vlads. Yes.
Well, the Helm of the Overlord.
Oh, right, S4?
S4, where you go, buddy? He used the Poison Nova, got saved maybe? No, that the Hand of God is not going to be sufficient. Their keeps chasing to his death. They do manage to gank on the Dragon though. 4 creeps versus 1, and no matter how strong you are, there's power in numbers.
Yeah, I think that was a good play from Alliance. They tried to bait the Venomancer with all of the Chen heals. They didn't show FNG, but they're a little bit too far behind right now, and they overestimated how much they were able to pump on S4.
Oh, so it's a good play theoretically. Oh, maybe
yeah, I think if the game was even, I think it could have worked. Okay.
Okay, Costabile does the Aegis though. He might just lose his first 5. He's lost way too much damage. I don't think they want to fight here. Well, Costabile is quite tanky thanks to Heavenly Grace. And in fact, FNG is on the wrong side of this fissure. FNG now closed in. FNG pummeled to death. Only a 5, but you'll take that.
Okay. Yeah, this is... where's the blink? Alright, they do have blink on Hanskin. I'm not sure if they showed it yet. But... yeah, the problem is that he's so under-leveled. I'm not sure how much damage he will actually pump. Especially with no Poison Nova up on S4.
Well, I'm going to have to see, because I think they seem to want to defend this.
Yeah. Oh, the Wolves know. The Wolves have vision of Hanskin.
Oh. I gotta give, by the way, we haven't really talked about him at all.
Yeah.
But Tabo has been playing an incredible game right now. Between his vision games, his tower pushing, it's like Broodmother of the new era, essentially.
Yeah. It is the...
Nope. Costabile? Oh, or maybe not. It's the Razor, perhaps. Spirit Vessel. He dispels it with a Yule Scepter. We have a Supernova in the middle of 5. Phoenix is crazy, but they will get limp because of it. The egg is going to explode. That was insane, Code. I don't think he had to do that necessarily, but at least they get Razor in exchange, so not that bad. Constabile takes the tower. He still has the Aegis, so he can die at least once. Aegis has another 50 seconds. They actually find S4 out of position. He's going to fall. But they can't bring down Nico Baby. Fissure will cover him nicely. Already has the Ags as well. Instead, they're going to go for an easier kill. FNG is the target, and FNG will die to the Helm of the Overlord creep.
Just a 250 projectile coming from the Thunderhide. Oh man, this is so many buffs. You have the Thunderhide with Heavenly Grace. Look at this. They're taking barracks at 19 minutes. I don't know how you stop this.
Constabile? So that's the Aegis. I mean, he didn't even want to lose the Aegis. He could have just died there, but they don't want to give him that option. That is... Okay, let's look at this from Alliance perspective, because obviously SG is winning. They're doing really well. Does Alliance need to do now to recover into the game?
I think they did a good job of saving Echo, honestly. They were, brawling, wasting time, but you have to wait the Aegis first, which they did. And now you need a very, very good fight. I think you need a smoke, like, ASAP. The problem is they don't have BKB on Nico Baby. This might be what they're waiting for. We'll see what they do. But you really gotta fight. You gotta get some map control. Make sure you don't give SG a second free Roche, or else I think this game becomes almost impossible. You really need to start like establishing some map control right now with the items you have.
Okay, and that's the choice they're gonna go for with the smoke. However, their ganking squad is just not that strong.
Not at all. You have a Chen.
I don't even think Veno, like, by the time that Veno's dealt enough damage to you to justify his gank, your whole team
right?
is there.
Yeah.
Oh, but Veno deals percentage damage now. Who cares? It takes 6 years for him to actually get that damage up.
Alright, so, I mean, at least they will control the big jumbo. They get a couple of wards down, but, this mid tower is still up, so really easily for SG to control Roche. And they smoke on the side of Alliance, but I think they're just going to lose this tower.
Yep, now tier 2 seems a bit too strong. Sorry, tier 2 is going to fall a bit too fast, what I meant to say. My bad.
Sven's too strong.
There. Yeah, Sven's too strong. Sven was going for the Shadow Blade. Constabile is like, who I love? Hector. I think his Silver Edge build is right on the money these days. And actually, I didn't really consider this as an item for Sven very much, but I love it.
Yeah, I think it's... now you have not only Blink Dagger scaling with tons of options. Now you also have Shadow Blade being very good and a scalable item. I think Silver Edge, obviously was an upgrade from Shadow Blade, but it was only the break that we really got from lots of money invested. Whereas now Silver Edge is good despite the break.
Yeah, regardless of the break, you mean?
Yeah.
I agree.
From SG, are they just gonna go for it?
There's no blink, but they do see Veno. Oh, there is a blink, on the puck, and that's gonna be enough to finish off S4 once again. Go for the tower now, with a Lycan and a God Strength Sven. I don't think this tower's gonna last very long, but at least Nico Baby is capable of clearing some of the creeps. Ancient Black Dragon still very scary. He's gonna clear the Plague Wards. Nico Baby afraid of the Fireball and the Dragon. The Dragon's too strong. He manages to beat it though, as Constabile takes another lane, or another Rax. Just the range ones, though.
Okay. Oh, Shaker. Oh, there's a sentry. And we were talking about the buffs on this Sven. If you click on Lycan, we might have a Wolf Sven coming very soon. This is gonna be so scary.
That's very nice, actually.
30%
I think we've seen this with King RD. We used to see this a lot with Wraith King. They used to love running Lycan Wraith King as a combo. But I think this is almost as good.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane. You're gonna get so much damage from Pharaoh Impulse, the free lifesteal combined with Mask of Madness, and the move speed. Like, the problem with Zen is being kited, but you pretty much just fixed that.
Okay, Hanskin going for a bit of a desperate play. He does get the Fissure Dust, but they're close to a tower. So Constabile is going to be able to get away scot-free. These gank squads by Alliance have been a bit awkward in their execution, and I don't really know what they're hoping to achieve here.
It's their draft, honestly. Like, you have this mobile Shaker, but who follows up? Like, there's not a Razor. There's no Blink on Venomancer.
Yeah.
Their draft is super wonky, and I think they just relied on winning lanes a little bit too much with the way they set up this draft. Because S4 didn't really get an okay lane or a free lane, he is a burden, unfortunately.
Costabile. Yeah, he has the break. That's a dead Nico Baby at this rate. Activates BKB. Gonna be sufficient. What? And there's the rest of the team. Costabile will walk into a Razor. It's like, okay, try to lifesteal or take my damage. Doesn't matter.
Nice Fissure.
That's gonna close him in. But ADR is happy to join the fray. There's a Supernova to defend them. ADR will trying to chase after Nico Baby. Tabo's joined as well. When the Dagon, they're gonna be able to finish him off. Nico Baby's dead, which means you're lacking the damage for this fight. Limp was capable of TPing, but Hanskin will not be so lucky. And ADR is still chasing after both the Veno and the Chen. Well, there's nobody helping him. There's nobody joining him. Doesn't have a Witchblade, so he can't actually slow them down. So he's gonna have to retreat instead.
Yeah, this is just free Roche, I think, for SG.
I mean, yeah, why not? Do you give the shard... Genuinely, do you give it to the Lycan in this game?
Yes, probably. I think you either that or the Sven. If he feels like... Is there any Ghost Scepters inside of Alliance right now?
No. Oh, I give it to the... Who got it? Oh, right.
Doesn't.
Phoenix. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. The only code of shard is really good.
Okay.
I mean, I want to see more experimentation with Lycan shard. I think it's undervalued because it does help you farm a lot as a Lycan, so I don't know. But
I mean, at this stage, I think they could have probably just broke the shard, and I don't think it would it would matter that much. But
Alliance is in a pickle.
Yeah, this is really hard to recover, and it's a problem of Shaker and Venomancer. You rely a lot, like you weaken your lane by having Shaker, and at the same time, you don't really have anyone to play with since your offlaner got kind of crushed.
Yeah, but like Veno needs to win his lane. I'm actually surprised the lane was so difficult for him. I mean, I get Omnet is good, but I didn't think it would be this good.
Nah, I don't think it's supposed to destroy the lane as hard. I think, I was not watching full time, but I don't think that's supposed to happen.
You're a hero that excels against melee heroes, and you're up against two slumbering, slow melee heroes, right? What else could you ask for?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good rotation from the Phoenix, like the Fury Core rotation on the second kill. But the first blood going the way of SG, I don't think that should happen.
Oh, they're going for a Shaker first. Shapeshift also been activated. God Strength, there we go. FNG first to die. He doesn't even get mech off. Didn't have Hand of God. Supernova in the middle of this. They want to break the egg, but they can't. They shouldn't even try. S4 now running away, but S4's going to get stunned. Killed by the Sunray as the Lycan brings down Hanskin. And they're looking for a Razor as well. He might have taken some damage, but they're going to damage him regardless. Now 2 Wolves running around your base, taking down your heroes. You only have a Gyrocopter left, and the GG is called. Alliance is done with this game. Once they saw the Wolves ban, I think they pretty much gave up.
Oh, that Wolf's so scary. Yeah, I mean, I honestly feel like the problem was more draft related than anything.